So One Punch Man, it's a series that's beloved by so many fans because of the anime and manga. The manga art is just godly, and season 1 actually gave the entire series some justice, especially when it came to how they animated the Boros vs Saitama fight. But with season 3 coming out soon, one question has been on everyone's mind. Is One Punch Man season 3 going to live up to the hype? To answer that question, we'll have to take a look at a couple of factors that may affect its quality, and some of these will blow your mind away. First things first, let's take a look at who will exactly be doing the production and animation. As I mentioned before, the animation in season 1 was a complete banger because it was handled by none other than Madhouse Studio. Madhouse Studio was responsible for anime like Hunter x Hunter in 2011, Death Note, and Frieren, which showed us Madhouse's true capabilities. Watching Madhouse go all out on a fantasy anime like Frieren, and with Jujutsu Kaisen having recently finished airing, fans' expectations when it comes to animation quality are at an all-time high. The studio that will be handling the regions of One Punch Man season 3 is JC Staff, which to be fair is not really a bad choice. They were the ones that animated Danmachi, which had some pretty insane fight scenes, and not to mention they also animated Food Wars, which also had really good animation for different reasons. Anyways, you have to know that JC Staff animated season 2, which still makes fans a bit worried because you can clearly notice the difference when it comes to quality if you compare season 1 and season 2. But if the series stays consistent with the trailer, then we might have been worried over nothing. Another factor that we have to look into is the source material itself. Now we know that the art of the manga surpasses almost every single other manga out there. I mean, if you read it, you know that some panels look like legit photographs that have a monochrome filter. Like for instance, look at this, and this, and this. Which is why you have to ask, how the heck are they gonna animate these? Even if MAPPA and Madhouse were combined together, it would still be impossible to have the same quality as some panels in the One Punch Man manga. This is the biggest challenge any studio that wants to animate this series has to face. One Punch Man is literally suffering from success. Same as what happened when Madhouse was replaced by JC Staff. Fans have this insane expectation as to what the anime would look like without taking into consideration that the manga panels don't move, which is why they can draw it with so much detail. But man, whatever the artist for One Punch Man is drinking, I need that. There's also the fact that we have to consider the budget that's gonna go into animating this series. This directly affects the animation quality as well, because if they don't have enough budget to make this series have banger animation, then you're gonna see some pretty nasty inconsistencies. Take Seven Deadly Sins for example, the series that had a solid start with season 1 having a pretty big budget because it was animated by A1 Pictures. But when season 3 came around and Studio Dean took on the reins, and well, let's just say it didn't look pretty. This was true for One Punch Man as well. Madhouse is a big studio with a lot of major projects, so you know investors come around and just give them a lot of those green papers so they can make the anime they work on look good. As for JC Staff, well, they aren't as big as Madhouse and nowhere near MAPPA, which is why if they have a low budget, then they have to cut some corners. They might even go the pure CGI route, which is the worst move, especially since the anime is One Punch Man. Lastly, we have to consider the number of episodes, and this not only affects the animation but the entire story as well. It's actually related to the budget because the lesser amount of money that's being poured into the series, the higher chances of getting fewer episodes. And fewer episodes mean that they might have to skip some parts of the story. Now, if we're being totally honest here, One Punch Man doesn't have a lot going for it story-wise, and it mostly has these big amazing fights, which is also the reason why people like it. And if JC Staff decides to skip a battle, then you can already hear the complaints even before they happen. So is One Punch Man season 3 going to live up to the hype? I honestly don't really know. The trailer is showing a lot of promise, and I wish it really shows what's gonna happen in the series itself. Let's just pray to the anime gods that they bless JC Staff with a whole lot of money and talent, because they're gonna need it. And that ends my video on One Punch Man season 3. And if you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos like this one. And I'll see you in the next video.